When we think about major events in our lives, like high school graduation or getting your driver's license, or maybe it's your first crush, there's often a soundtrack that goes along with those moments. My name is Trent Jenkins, and thanks for joining us for today's Daily Dose. Today's Daily Dose is going to be a little bit different. We're actually going to join in with a conversation with some of our worship pastors and songwriters here at North Coast Church. And they've written a particular song that's now just being released that I think could be a soundtrack to one of those spiritual moments in your life. Maybe it's the moment you understood the freedom that you've received through Jesus Christ and been set free from sin. Or maybe you've understood the hope that he gives you. I encourage you, listen in to this incredible conversation and kind of the backstory to this incredible song.
Hey there, my name is Andrew. I'm here with some of our songwriting team. I've got
Russ,
Johnny,
Terrence,
and we're some of your worship leaders, and we've been writing songs for North Coast Church for over 6 years. And a song that we're very excited about is actually out now, and it is called Prison Escape, and I think they call it Outlaw Country. So this is a very rockin' tune, and it's a response of freedom to the sin that we've been released from, and we're no longer in those chains. Russ, will you read us from Psalms there?
Yeah, Psalm 107:14 says this. It says, "You brought them out of darkness, the utter darkness, and broke away their chains."
So we wrote this verse in response to that.
I was asleep in the grave, buried deep in my shame. My God has lifted me up, held by my shackles no more. Lord, I'm no longer a slave.
And so we've been released from that prison of shame. We wrote this chorus in response to that verse. Check it out.
Hold me out of that grave. My holy prison escape. My God is mighty to save. Oh, shake off all of your chains. We're breaking out of this place. Breaking out, our God is mighty to save. Look how he lifted me up. Look how he broke every chain. Look how he's doing it again. Hallelujah. Look how he lifted me up. Look how he broke every chain. Look how he's doing it again. Hallelujah.
All right, that's just a little bit of Prison Escape. And when we were writing the lyrics to this song, we also wanted the soundtrack to those lyrics to match the sound of freedom that we were writing about. And so we had chains falling on the ground that we mic'd up, and we also had, Russ broke out some boots. I've never seen you in boots.
Honest, I've never worn boots before, but they were my father-in-law's. I was honored to wear them. They came straight from Wyoming, and for me, like, it wasn't really about the boots, but, boots are for stomping and stuff like that. But, sometimes, I guess during that time when we wrote the song, there was frustration and it was like a release, so you're putting your foot down, stomping it out. And it was like emotional, even though it was an audible thing, there was like a spiritual aspect to it too that was, I don't know, just came about.
Sure. I love that. You're like crushing the enemy,
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I think like for us that song was like born out of an isolation. We were writing songs through the internet, and I think we really got that aggression of freedom, of just what our God has done for us and the freedom that he put in front of us.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking with my frustration, not actually being with a congregation and worshiping together, and it's just been, it was a hard time. So that caused me to.
How many of these I think we've done 100 videos over this time, and different songs. And this one was pretty special because our songwriting team, Jake's unfortunately not here in this moment, but we were all there working on songs. And this one was a special one for us because we all recorded this one together. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you were singing in such a way that made, when we worship together, it helps us energize one another, spurs one another on to our worship. What makes you sing the way that you do? What is it?
Oh man, sometimes you just got to get it out. You just got to get it out, And we were cooped up, and so I had to get it out,
Yep. So I love Prison Escape as an opportunity for North Coast Church or for anybody that is feeling like they need a song to sing that lets a release out, that gives freedom a soundtrack. And we have really been rescued from something that is so much bigger than our circumstance. We have been set free eternally, and we're walking in freedom, and we've been released from our prison of shame.
Yes.
So we hope you sing with us, and we're looking forward to hearing stories about how people are going to be ministered to through the music that we work on here at North Coast Church.
Amen.